Welcome to Born Witchy, where we explore intuition through a modern lens on tarot. This is a new series that I'm going to be posting weekly where we dive into a bit of a longer tarot reading to explore what archetypes and energies are at play this week. So settle in and trust that the energies and archetypes that we need to see right now are going to come through via this reading. So I'm asking the cards to bring forward a message that will benefit us and our higher selves in the most potent and powerful way this week. And we'll pull a few cards and see what comes through. So we're starting with 4 cards. We have the Wheel of Fortune, the reversed Queen of Cups. She's been coming up a lot lately in my readings and in some of the other postings I've been doing. The reversed Fool, my personal stalker card of the moment, and the 10 of Pentacles, one of my favorites. So let's take an initial look. I mean, my first impression here is that these cards are vibrating at a really high frequency. Our two major arcanas here are the Wheel of Fortune and the reversed Fool. And the Wheel of Fortune in particular, I feel like always brings that very abundant, lucky, Jupiter kind of energy. It reminds us that we are always co-creating our fate and weaving. Hi, Stevie. We have a little visitor here. Stevie, sit. My little helper. Anyways, yeah, the Wheel of Fortune is this reminder that we are always co-creating our future, our fate with the universe. And when it comes up, I often think that it's sort of this moment of potency where like the wheel of fate is turning with a bit more vigor right now. So it's a bit of a turning point for us. And we are about to enter this phase where all planets are going to be in Aries. We're going to have a lot of fire energy available to us over the next few weeks. It's very like a let's fucking go kind of vibe. And I feel like that Wheel of Fortune is saying, like, don't miss out on this opportunity of the right now to really like harness your destiny and co-create that destiny for yourself. That reversed Fool kind of tells me that there's a bit of a timeline hop, that could happen there. But I almost want to see that Fool turn right side up. The reversed Fool feels almost like it's a little bit afraid to take the risk. And I think that the reason that risk is feeling a little bit scary is because we are in this 10 of Pentacles mode of thinking about really big picture things. The 10 of Pentacles is a very, very big picture card. It's a card of legacy. It's a card of family. It's the card of what you're remembered for and what you leave behind. It's also what you're known for. It asks you to be in immense integrity with everything that you're doing. It really brings to bear the fact that like every little micro decision you make becomes a part of what you leave behind and what you're known for, and also like what your energy is and like the energy that precedes you. It's almost kind of like a card of reputation. And so it can feel a little bit high stakes. And I think that's a little bit why this Fool card is turned upside down right now, because it can be a little bit scary to take a leap into something. You know, it's like what Brene Brown talks about like if you're in the arena, people are going to talk about you. The haters are going to throw their tomatoes or whatever it's going to be. But this Wheel of Fortune tells me that whatever risk you've been thinking about taking, whatever thing you've been wanting to bring into your life, whatever luck you've been calling in, it's meant for you and it's time for you to lean into it. And I think the real answer here of kind of how to deal with this turning of the right side up of the Fool that I want to see you do, with this kind of leaning into the bravery and the courage to take that leap and to really take the steps toward that larger 10 of Pentacles legacy that the Wheel of Fortune is trying to cycle in this next phase for you, that you're taking steps towards this week. I think the answer lies in this reversed Queen of Cups. This card tells me that this is a week where the micro baby step you need to take is around bringing health and stability and flow and nourishment to your nervous system. I really want to see this Queen of Cups card flowing straight side up for everyone. Everyone on the planet, we all want to be in our right side up Queen of Cups. She is the most nourishing and sweetest and kindest of the queens. She is all about emotional intelligence and emotional health. I always think of things like self-care with this card and self-love, because the Queen of Cups, it's kind of like the Queen of Hearts, the queen of your heart. Be the queen of your own heart with this card this week. What can you do to expand your nervous system capacity to call in whatever it is that this 10 of Pentacles legacy you're dreaming of is? These cards play together in a very interesting way, because abundance and wealth and everything that's baked into this beautiful ecosystem, beautiful abundant ecosystem of the 10 of Pentacles, has to do with a right side up Queen of Cups. This is the nervous system capacity to hold all of this abundance. You know, it's really about increasing your ability to hold that bigness that you dream of. So really do the work that it takes to turn this beautiful Queen of Cups energy into a more aligned flow. So what can that mean for you? I mean, let's pull a couple cards to get a bit of clarity there, because I think this reversed Queen of Cups is really kind of the crux of the reading in some ways. What can folks do right now to really lean into that message of the Queen of Cups? Wow. Okay. Two great cards. Another major arcana. We have the Hanged One showing up here. Ooh, a little stuck to the table. We've got the Hanged One, and we've got the Three of Cups. They look so beautiful together. Look at that color palette. I mean, even if you're just looking at the color palette, think about this like sweetness and beauty and just sort of cool gentleness that's coming across with these cards. It's all about a soothing. And where is that soothing coming from? It's coming from something kind of two-pronged. I feel like the cards want you to contain your energy inwards with that Hanged One. So this is a little bit about creating space and time to sit with yourself. It has a sort of meditative alone time vibe. I mean, we just came out of Easter Sunday. It's Easter Monday now. And this is such an Easter sort of she hath risen, she hath risen, he hath risen kind of card. It's this idea that if you allow things to be still and gestate, that the illumination will come. So I think the cards are saying to turn that queen right side up, give yourself a little bit of time to gestate, to sit with it, to be quiet, to meditate, to be inward with yourself. And then also, on the other hand, it has you in your sisterhood, in your brotherhood, with your inner circle chosen family. This is the Three of Cups. It's not the Nine of Cups. It's not about like big networks and big abundant parties. It's more about cozying up to your besties, spending time with your loved ones, the people who really see you and get you, where you can really be in the lighthearted energy of just the lightness of fully being yourself. That's what this Three of Cups represents. These are like your closest girlfriends, the people who really see you, your closest guy friends, whoever it is that you can just sort of let loose with and be yourself with. Connect with these two energies. It's alone time and chosen family. It's sitting with yourself in meditation and being with your nucleus inner circle, and allowing those two things to bring in the emotional nourishment of that Queen of Cups. So maybe you're having some conversations with your inner circle, with your sort of, I call it the board of advisors, like the people in your life that you really trust with your life, about kind of what is it, this 10 of Pentacles thing? Like discuss it with them. Like what is this big dream, and what do they think the baby steps you can take towards that are, you know? Also, that Wheel of Fortune is this very positive energy. Sometimes the people around us see us more clearly than we see ourselves and can help us with that glow up, and it can be helpful to be seen through their eyes. I feel like with this Hanged One too, it's like these two cards together, it can be kind of like going into small communities to be in that meditative space. Like maybe this is a week where you're going to that sound bath, or going to meditate in a group, or doing a breathwork session, or going to a yoga class, like being sort of in small community in order to really lean in to that inner quietness and that illumination that sits inside of you. Where else do I want to go with this? I mean, when I look at these cards all laid out on the table, I see this week of April 6th as a time where we are really building the emotional foundation for the larger blueprint of our life, and like where we want to see ourselves 6 months from now, 9 months from now, at the end of the year. That 10 of Pentacles, it's right here at the very end of the reading, and it's where we're going. And the other cards are saying, in order to get there, in order to be able to like lean into that timeline hopping fool where You are trust falling with the universe a little bit in order to like grab those threads of fate of the Wheel of Fortune and trust that you're weaving a good thing. You have to work on your nervous system capacity. You have to make sure your emotional health is in a really good place. You want that Queen of Cups to be right side up. You want your inner circle of friends to be very supportive of that, to be good influences for you. And you want to be having a spiritual practice with that Hanged One where you are really connecting with yourself and your higher self and your spirit and making sure that this blueprint that you're creating, this 10 of Pentacles that you're working towards, really is authentic to you, really has integrity, and really is something that feels good for your nervous system. So this week is a time where you can start to take early steps towards that, you know. Rome wasn't built in a day. The 10 of Pentacles takes time. That's why it feels high stakes. I think that's why this reading wants you to break it up into this first baby step of like, let's take inventory of our emotional health. Let's take a look at how our nervous system is doing, and let's go from there. And we can check in a week to see how things have progressed. Okay, subscribe, have a follow. Let me know in the comments how this reading is landing for you. And I'm really excited to be here with you sharing tarot in this way. Really, tarot cards are a way for us to connect with our intuition, to connect with our higher self, to remember the fact that we do have a powerful intuition, and these readings are here for you to guide you and to help you remember that you know. All of that knowing is really within you, and the cards are just here to be a sounding board in your own unfolding. Thank you so much, witches, and see you soon.